This Sunday is Father's Day, and I've been thinking through all the lessons that my dad has taught me over the last 37 years since I've been alive. Now, my dad isn't perfect, but he has been intentional, and I am so grateful for the love and the time that he has spent with me. Now, in order to honor and celebrate him, I want to share with you my top 5 lessons that I've learned from my dad. Lesson number 1, humor is an underrated and yet powerful tool. If you ever get the opportunity to meet my dad, within the first few minutes of that interaction, he's probably going to tell you a joke and try to get you to laugh. He knows all the good dad jokes. For instance, if you ask him what's to eat, he will occasionally respond with poke and grits. And then he'll say, poke your feet on the table and grit your teeth. He has an arsenal of jokes like that. Now, I can't say too much because I get my humor from him, especially my love for shock value. But you see, from my dad, he doesn't tell jokes for the sake of telling a joke or getting someone to laugh. He understands that you can use humor to build influence with people. You can make them feel comfortable. You can make them feel a part of something, like a part of a family. You see, there are so many people who walk around with a mask or they put on a face because they're scared to let people in. They're afraid they're going to be judged or looked down upon. They're waiting for someone that they can trust so that they can open up. Great leaders understand that you can't have influence without trust. And one of the best ways to build trust is through camaraderie or a friendship or a relationship. And one of the best ways to be able to further that bond quicker is through well-timed and appropriate humor. Lesson number 2. Don't let busyness distract you from what really matters and what's most important. You see, my dad and my mom, for that sake, they both grew up in less than ideal family environments. When they got married, they were determined that their kids, my sister and I, would not experience the same things that they had experienced as kids. Now, they weren't perfect, but they did a phenomenal job of putting family first. In fact, one of my favorite things that they did in order to promote family is when it came to an incentive for good grades. You see, a lot of parents, they like to give money if their kids made good grades, but not my parents. They said this, they said, Shawn, if you make good grades, then you get to pick a trip that the whole family gets to experience together. And the same for my sister. You see, they were already creating this environment and atmosphere that when I win, because I made good grades, the whole family wins and gets to celebrate together. And I will never forget those memories and the moments we were able to make on those trips. Great leaders understand that they don't let anything distract them from their highest priorities. For me, my highest priorities are God first, family, friends, and then work. I'm not perfect at it, but I try my best to keep them in that order. And my dad taught me that. Here's today's game plan. I want you to think and reflect on the lessons that your dad has taught you. Feel free, by the way, to share them in our comment section so that we all can be encouraged. And I would encourage you, share them with your dad. It's probably one of the best Father's Day gifts that you can give him. Let me leave you with our tweetable lesson. A dad's and a leader's legacy is not the task they have accomplished, but the people they have influenced.